everyone, and welcome at our today's meetup. And yeah, let's begin with my presentation. I will tell you about how to streamline knowledge management through documentation particularly. And let me start from the short introduction about myself. I am Yuliya, as already mentioned, and I'm a business analyst at Gurtam, recently joined the team. And last year, I've successfully certified as a CBAP as a formal recognition of my over 8 years of experience in IT. I'm passionate about knowledge and community, and I'm giving back to it through being a mentor at IBA and Women Go Tech organizations. And if someone needs any piece of advice, guidance, I'm always happy to share my knowledge and experience. And I suggest to start from the question you might see on this slide. This is a question to reflect, to think about how to understand there is a chaos in knowledge management, how to overcome it, how to define what is the chaos. Can it bring any benefits or not? Should we fix or not? So that will be questions we could think about them and discuss during the break all together. And let me short my story from giving you some context. And I will start from the introducing the platform product I've been working with. That was a platform consisting of web, desktop, and mobile applications with over 10 different user roles and types with their specific features, functions, and the cherry on the top that some of these applications live their double life, so multiple versions of them were existing. That was the team of diverse team of over 200 of people, including development, product, customer success, compliance, and others. Another point of context here will be documentation, or better to say, the not existing documentation, or because it was literally poorly described tickets in Jira, and that's it. And fun fact about the documentation here, when I joined, I asked how can I find something to read, to learn, particularly about the product, the features. I've been guided that I could read the code. Okay, I can speak English and read Java from my heart. And the other item of the context here was that the team grows really, really fast, and that was another point of unfocusing from like the strong direction. As a business analyst, I've been assigned to this initiative to analyze the situation, to analyze the problems, and to propose solution options. And the problems that have been identified were the following. Development time area was really not good performing. Dev team spent up to 30% of their time on clarifications during development lifecycle, and due to the lack of requirements description, not all details have been described, not all dependencies have been identified, and stuff around this. And another point of related to dev team time and focus was related to the fact that lots of how-to questions, ad hoc questions, have been asked from the dev team directly. And definitely it's not like only related to documentation and knowledge management. It's definitely related to the processes overall, communication. But anyway, it brought really huge unfocus for the team. Team was frustrating and losing their level of performance and satisfaction. Customer success team time. Up to 40% of support requests were related to the setup questions. And again, sure thing, we cannot eliminate and decrease to zero the number of requests related to the setup, but due to the lack in these user guides, in these common cases description, that was a point like we could bring the focus on. And lack of external communication. Release notes were really poor, and again, requests into customer success team were related to the features and functionality that was already existing, that was already on prod, and users could use them, but they didn't know it's available for them. So, as I said, as a business analyst, I've been needed to provide the action plan, what to do, and how to overcome these problems. So, I started definitely from the stakeholders and their needs, the problems, considering the problems I've told above. And here three key groups have been identified. The first one, development team, and to fix the point with development documentation, like requirements description. The second one was a group of stakeholders, like customer success and end users, to provide the proper user guides to support their tasks. And the third one was a group of marketing, sales, and users again, and improvement of release notes. Then was a step of creating knowledge management architecture and planning how to implement it. At this point included the choice of platform of tools that we used to implement and put all information on knowledge we had, like all people had team member into the written form, drawn form in different diagrams and so on. The definitely Confluence was chosen because of its integration with Jira. Nothing surprisingly happened here, and we defined the key milestones that how we will deliver everything. And the first milestone was 1 quarter, and after that we agreed to measure everything. The next point was really crucial one, and without it, nothing can work at all, I believe, because even though there is a super perfect knowledge management architecture, there is a perfect structure, and even though there are documents there, if there is no regular updates, nothing will work. It brings more chaos in general. And one more point that is related to the previous one, fostering documentation culture. And definitely it's not an action that can be done at one day, at 1 week or months, because it requires the switch of mindset. Everyone should believe that if they start creating documentation, that this documentation will be used, it will bring value, and that culture should be cultivated. The team should be motivated to do this and see the benefits it brings. So, what we had at the end of the creating of this action plan, we announced this new approach for the entire team. That was a number of sessions where we presented the concept, presented the new approach, presented the tools, and described how to use them. We assigned owners per each product area, and from now on, everyone knows to whom come and ask if something is not found, for example, or clarify something. Definitely, we parked team capacity required to create and update documentation because, as I said before, nothing will work if we don't have time and don't be constant with this step. And we introduced kind of algorithm of actions to search required information or request if something is not found. And that was really hard actually to proceed with this because we are people and we are lazy, and if we used to do something one way, it's really hard to change this direction and stop asking questions, but go and search some information. But consistent and constant work in this direction really helps to set up this new mindset and environment. And here there are top 3 outcome benefits we received and tried to measure it actually directly or indirectly. And the first huge benefit we received, we decreased the number of rework scenarios by 17%, less bugs, less reopens, less tickets need to be discussed additionally. We reduced time to find information, and that might sound pretty abstract, and it is, but that was indirectly counted by quantity of delivered features in time. Because we believe that if we spend less time to find the right information, that allows us to be focused on our tasks and proceed in time. And the last one here I would like to mention the better knowledge transfer and onboarding itself. Since no more need to organize one-on-one knowledge sharing, that was like just guidance, and all information required for these activities could be found in written form, in form of articles or recorded video, demo sessions, and so on. And actually, to wrap up and summarize the conclusion, that points, that 4 keys that could help us to build this knowledge management, not only in our IT projects, but maybe in personal knowledge management that is currently a popular stream, let's say. The first one is standardization, and it's about setting up and applying the templates with clear guidelines, and always with keeping in mind the point that it's not required overkill, overthink everything and build a really perfect ideal world, but that should be good enough for particular context and bring value to stakeholders. Always remember who will use this documentation and who will create this documentation. And that should solve these people tasks and problems. The second key is centralization. And definitely it's really hard to find anything, even though it's written, it's created, even though it's up to date. But there are tons of different sources like Google Docs, Confluence, diagrams, some other tools, and so on. Everything can be traced if it's not possible to store literally at one area, but that tool, that platform should be accessible, easy accessible for all stakeholders who will use it. Always remember. And the key number 3 is regular updates. I mentioned already how important this item is, and without this, nothing will work at all, even though everything at one place. And as I mentioned already, document culture. The team should feel motivation, should be motivated and be consistent and constant with this approach, feel what value this knowledge management approach brings, and that will be a key for success.